Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to some more F1 2018 Alfa Romeo Fantasy Career Mode here, back on Motorsport Manager, and we're here for the start of Season 3 then. If you did miss the last one, uploaded just about a week ago, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one, because we ended out the second season with a real big bang for that race, and obviously we revealed our brand new driver now, so I'll give you enough time, so I'm going to spoil it now. Obviously, we got Nico Rosberg signed onto the team. We're going with Sainz, Rosberg, and then our reserve driver is Charles Leclerc, and we'll be putting him into the practice sessions for quite a few times, I reckon, to try and get him some knowledge. I think that's how it works. If we put him in the practice session, he still can gain some knowledge there, so we'll do that, but we'll have Nico Rosberg as the kind of spearhead, hopefully, to try and get us some good points as we try and tackle the big boys, and also Force India is that elusive fourth team, the next one up there that obviously we beat Williams last time, so that's our next kind of logical target. But at the end of last episode then, we ended it off just before we got to the brand new car design. So I asked you guys to comment below what you guys think I should pick for each of these parts: engine, fuel, material, and brake. Remember, we do not have an ERS system anymore. That was voted away by the GMA voting system, so no more Tesla battery for us. No more kind of energy recovery using it at certain spurts. I don't know, honestly. I'm still not fully convinced either way if it's going to be good for us or bad for us. I think the majority of you guys thought it might be bad for me. I'm not too sure. I can't tell, you know, because it's one less thing to manage. But also then, yeah, I mean, at times we have used it to real good effect to overtake cars. So actually, it might, as a whole, might make overtaking harder for not only us, but the AI as well. So that's going to be a very intriguing thing, like in a way that a real-life problem from the real sport of F1 might be coming into the game here. But we're going to go through the choices then, and we're going to get on to painting our brand new car and kind of basically starting off and doing all the admin for the beginning of the season here. So we've gone for the V8 supercharged engine for the engine supply. So that's going to be very strong, very strong. The highest base stat there, plus 90. Most expensive engine here, but obviously with the biggest base stat, that's going to be the biggest hit for us, and so that will not be a bottleneck for us. That's the best engine we can hope for, so 55 million spent there. Fuel supply, we're going to go for Gulf. Very strong, 11 million there. So also one of the cheaper options compared to Shell, which is the same stats, but you can see 1.5 million saved and shaved off there. And then you can see the rest of them, you know, Petronas, Castrol, Mobil 1, not as good as that. So we can go with Gulf. Kind of ironic, because Gulf is not really a major fuel supplier in Formula 1, really, but this is definitely the best bet for us. Material supplier for the chassis, we're going to go with Lola, very strong and strong. There were a few comments to go for Dallara, but we can save 2 million here, and you can see on the right hand side, I'll explain in a minute here, but it's not going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. So we're going to save 2 million here and go with Lola. And then brake supplier, we're going to go with, I can never pronounce these guys, Magneti Marel or Marelli, very strong. 11 million. Same thing with Bosch. I mean, it's the same price, same stats, but actually, if you look here, if I move to up and down, you can see I lose a half star there on tyre heating. And if we go to here, we go from Dallara to Lola, the only thing I'm gaining is that half star on tyre heating. But tyre heating, you know, managing that has never been a major issue, especially at the end of last season. We actually got it under control to the point where, especially with Sainz, I was actually underheating my tyres, and I could continue to push the tyres a lot more than I wanted to, because the tyre heating wasn't there. So I don't think that's going to be an issue, because if you look around, we've got 5-star tyre wear, 5-star fuel efficiency, and then nearly 5-star improvability, and then 4.5 on tyre heating. And remember, there is a chance we could get an email later on saying, do you want to improve stuff like tyre heating or anything like that? So we've gone for that, 92 million. Compared to last year, the only thing we've changed, actually, funnily enough, is the engine. So we've actually gone with everything we went with last season, and I think that kind of, you know, should be right, because, you know, last season we had a very strong car. I think the kind of agreed upon point was the only thing that was bottlenecking us maybe was the engine for quite a bit, and, you know, we went with the V8 turbo then. Now we've gone with the V8 supercharged, so that's the upgrade we've gone with, and I guess that's also due to the extra money we've got. We didn't have over 100 million to spend last season. We only had like over 90 million or something like that. So, you know, we're spending an extra... So we're spending an extra 5 million-ish pretty much here. to kind of get the maximum out of the package. So I'm really happy with that. We're still going to have a decent amount left. That will be how much? Like 11 million left there. So 11 million to spend on some upgrades straight away. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So let's go ahead, continue. That's going to be our brand new car. 92 million bill. We've got 103 million, so that's fine. Confirm. And that's going to be a very expensive third season. But there is our kind of stripped away, very simplistic car, unpainted here. It's being built on. So car on the way. So now we just do kind of the admin of preseason, go through that there. But confirmation, Sainz, Rosberg, and if you look over here, Leclerc as the reserve driver there. And well, let's take a look through the teams actually, because there might have been some stuff that's kind of changed in terms of up and down the grid order. So this is us with Alfa Romeo. Can I look at other teams like this? Right, okay. Force India, what they got for? They got Perez and Ocon still, right? So they haven't changed. Haas have got Grosjean and Ekstrom. Did they have him before? I feel like he was maybe with... I think he was with Haas before. McLaren have got still Krahammer and Alonso. Mercedes still got Hamilton, Bottas. Red Bull still Ricciardo Verstappen, so long-term contracts there. Kobayashi, Hulkenberg, Van Dorn, Verline for Sauber still, and Vettel, Raikkonen, Toro Rosso, Gasly, and Hartley, and then you get to F2. So no major changes then for the entire grid. I don't know, there's still plenty of time to go in pre-season, so you never know. Some of those guys might change, but unlike season 1 to 2, looks like we might not have so many changes in the driver market. The biggest changes being ourselves, with Sainz re-signing and then us getting Rosberg. So let's move through here and see what kind of emails we're getting. So let's have a look. McLaren Grand Prix pickup Bart, deal confirmed. What's that, a driver? A 46-year-old driver. I'm assuming that's probably for a reserve role. Although his paymaster's back a tidy 2.3 million. Okay, what? Have McLaren just signed someone completely new now? So is that the first kind of big transfer we've got? Oh, what the? Wow, McLaren have lost Alonso. What? Okay, they've now got the 46-year-old. He looks right. Yeah, he looks his age. Okay, they do not have Alonso anymore. Where did Alonso go? Alonso moves to Toyota. Wow. Okay, that's kind of fitting because obviously in real life he's racing with Toyota in WC. I think if I got that correct, I might have just got that completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's with Toyota, isn't he? So quite fitting there. So Toyota have also signed a new race mechanic. So all things are kicking off for Toyota. Actually, to be fair, teams do have to move up and down. So is Toyota like one of the teams that have come up to F1 then this year? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So, obviously, we've lost a team to F2, which was... Which team did we lose to F2 then? I can't tell. I can't actually tell which team we lost to F2, to be fair. My bad. That's just my memory of a goldfish. So, but we've got Toyota here, so... Toyota now have Alonso and Glock. Glock is back in Formula 1, or he was before. We already had to... Wait, what am I saying? Oh, guys, it's been a while since I've recorded, because remember, I told you in the last episode that I was on holiday when I recorded that episode, so it's been a long while. It's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded Motorsport Manager. My brain has just gone completely AWOL at the moment. Toyota was already here, because Glock was definitely already in Season 2. What am I saying? Anyway, the new thing, and definite thing that I didn't know already, was Alonso is now at Toyota. Fair play. That's a big dick play by Toyota there. And we've got someone else joining... someone's replaced Marcus Ericsson at Sauber, but I believe their main drivers were Van Dorn and Verline anyway, wasn't it? Van Dorn and Verline, yeah. Although it looks like from that chart, I think these two in the order are meant to be your first drivers, and that's the reserve. So maybe Verline has been kicked down to reserve, because the way it's set up for us is obviously that's reserve drive, and those are the first two. Interesting. There's some more mail. What else is popping off here? What? Personal security around the HQ. Some mechanics have been giving me funny looks. I think they're jealous about the money I make. So he's got morale plus 10 due to him having a security guard now, Chuck. But he also has a minus 10 mechanic relationship. Lasts for 20 weeks. That is very odd. Okay, Sainz. I didn't know you were so much of a diva, to be fair. But okay. What have we got going on here? I don't even know. Oh, this was a staff member. Contract agreed. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. So our number 1 mechanic now, thankfully, will sign. So sign that on. So finances-wise, looking at income 1.9 per race, which is not too bad, obviously. I think it's kind of weird it would be silly for us to expect, well over 2 million towards the higher end of 2 million towards 3 million. If we're really going for championships, you should be chucking a lot of money onto the team. So we've still got the high fat stacks squirreling away for season 4. I'll keep that. So to take all that into account, 1.9 million for each race is not that bad. And considering also we could be getting better sponsors soon enough, if we do well enough, marketability wise, I think we're pretty good. 81%, yeah. Sponsor appeal 4-star. Can't get the 5-star right at the moment because I don't know what are each of our drivers here. Science. Can I look at him? Marketability 45. Science is the one I think that lets us down because Rosberg should be pretty good. 100% Rosberg, obviously being a former Mercedes driver and just well known in Formula 1. 75% for Charles, actually. So to be fair, Charles was a more marketable chap there, but we swapped these two out, not these two. I feel like maybe, actually in hindsight, if we did swap Leclerc with Sainz, we would get high marketability, but obviously you can see there by the stats as well, Sainz being the better driver at the moment, he's going to get priority, but I'm very much committed to that plan I've said all along about kind of keeping Charles in reserve role, trying to grow him in that practice role if we can. But what we got here, Toyota signs a new lead designer. Toyota is really chucking everything at this season, looks like. Their second season in F1 since they got promoted. They're really chucking everything at it. Our car is only 24% made. We can't do anything to it. We've got finally, I was wondering about when we'll get one of these emails, fuel supplier breakthrough. Got off the phone with a fuel supplier, breakthrough, fuel efficiency. Well, we don't really need fuel efficiency upgrades because we've got already 5 stars. So we're going to save our money there. No impacts. We could afford it, but I'm not going to bother. Why bother when we've already got 5 stars? Hopefully there's one for tyre heating. That would be good because obviously that's the one we're lacking at the moment, but nothing's come of it yet. We've got a few more emails. Toyota opens up a brand new brakes and R&D. Telemetry center by Renault. Mate, Toyota is literally chucking everything. They're chucking the entire kitchen sink at this thing. Meanwhile, we've got still we're building a handling development center. So that's from last season, 8 weeks to go. So we still got that going on. So we're also trying to expand as much as we can. But clearly Toyota have got a lot of money. Brake supply. There we go. Tire heating. That's what we want. 2.5 million. We can afford that. Thank you very much. So we're going to have 8.7 to spend on upgrades at the very start of the season. But now on the car, we've got all 5 stars for everything. Big thumbs up. You can't see me looking to the camera, but I'm looking right at my screen and thumbsing up. There we go. All 5 stars. Looking solid. Nice base on the car. Now we just need to do the job on trying to upgrade the headquarters, keep the upgrades hopefully steadily sort of somewhat coming, and then do the job in the races. But I think that's pretty much going to be it in terms of I don't need to worry about any other emails in preseason about the kind of breakthroughs on the car because I don't need to spend anything more because we've got 5 stars. But Sauber create a wind tunnel there, so just interesting to kind of snoop on the rest of the teams here. And now we've got, is that testing starting? Oh no, livery edit. Here we go. So one of my favorite parts of designing the car, obviously not just buying the parts, but designing the livery. So let's see what we can do. I might go for something a little bit, out there, a little bit different. Our 3rd season, we've got Rosberg here, so let's pretend like maybe Rosberg coming to the team might influence our livery maybe, and let's go for something a little bit different, I think. All right, so here we go. This is what we're going to go for design-wise. We're going to use the kind of workshop livery from actually the Mercedes car and kind of just tweak it a little bit. So we've gone with the black shades on top of the base red. I think about maybe, doing a primary color of white, so maybe kind of match the real-life Alfa Romeo Sauber colors, but it just didn't really work. To be fair for us in this fantasy career mode, for our team, it's not exactly the same as real life. We've got bloody Carlos Sainz and Nico Rosberg now. For the 3 seasons so far, the 2 seasons we've done, we've always been the base color of this kind of dark red, this exact tone. We've had this exact same tone for both seasons, so I thought I'd go with the same thing. Lighter red on the stripes here on the side, and then actually this is not pure black, it's actually just above, and it's actually working down from this kind of base red, just working down as dark as we can get it, but not pure black there on the front wing and the kind of side paneling and a little diffusion on the engine cover. I really like it. It looks aggressive, and it looks more of a refined livery for a refined car for Season 3. So, I like it. Hope you guys do. And this is our challenger for the 3rd season with Carlos Sainz, Nico Rosberg. Good, continue. Right, so 83% of the way there then from this car to be designed, and then it's going to be the pre-season testing. So let's go through here, see any final mail. Pre-season testing starting this weekend, that's all fine. So that'll be coming up, and our car will be ready to be done. All right, here we go. Nico Rosberg takes up snowmobile racing. Okay, +1 adaptability, +5 marketing. Okay, good stuff, Nico. Thank you. Brace itself for preseason testing. That's good. Literally right there, 100%. We move on one more day. Preseason testing is here, and we go to it. Right, preseason testing. Let's go. All right, common science, Rosberg. Okay, little pep talk here, guys. Go out there, do the best job you can, and don't break the car. Here we go. Start testing. Let's see. Please, dear God, let's not have any issues. We've got struggling with understeer for Sergio Perez there. Gearbox issues for the Red Bull cars. We've got gearbox issues ourselves. We've got a double gearbox issue. Oh, no. Okay, looks like we might have some gearbox issues this season. Everything else is not looking great. That is a very bad preseason. -6, -10. That is a shocking preseason. Right, that is, that's not good. That's not good. Major gearbox issues for us in pre-season. Well, that's not going to help the confidence of the team. Sainz was 21st and Rosberg 24th. Oh, boy. Right, well, we came 5th last season, so let's go for 5th. I think, that should be a good target. Third is a bit much of a stretch, so that means we have to beat not only Force India, we also have to get in the mix of the top 3. So let's go for 5th place there. So 3.4 per race. So finance-wise, we'll get 2.1 per race at the moment when you deduct everything. But morale-wise, well, Rosberg's gone down quite a bit. Well, okay, we'll just have to move on. Let's go straight away then, improve parts, and let's try and improve the reliability of the gearbox. I had major issues there, and we'll do the engine because that's always usually quite an important part. We'll go all the way to the right there. We'll do some performance upgrades though to the gearbox and the engine, I guess, but we'll move it all to reliability wise there. So on delay, chaps, and start working on that. And in terms of designing parts, let's get straight into it then. And I guess design new gearbox, I think, is kind of really the biggest thing from that. If we're hitting gearbox issues, I mean, let's have a look here. Acceleration crucial, brakes in the engine, acceleration in the engine, acceleration in the engine, acceleration and the brakes. So brakes or the engine. So let's see which one's going to come faster, really. Brakes will take 31 days, gearbox 38 days. Gearbox is actually not bad, apparently. I mean, it's 9th, but it's green there, so that's a bit deceiving. 7th, 9th, brakes is 9th. So actually, they're quite equal there. 9th, 8th. Okay, let's go for the brakes since that's gonna get here faster. So we'll put 25 to the max. So we'll build one set of brakes. That's gonna cost 2.3 million. Yep, that's down to 6.4. So already looking a little bit, slimmer on the budget. But these are the things you have to do when you're trying to make up time and trying to make up place in the championship. But that is gonna be where we're gonna end this episode, guys. I know that's gonna be not what you want to hear. We haven't even done a race this episode, but we're gonna have to stop it here. We'll save race 1 for next episode. So if you have enjoyed what we've done so far, the look of our car, the sound of our car, and everything like that, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. But the reason I need to stop it right here, we'll save it for next time, is I've run out of time today to record this episode because a little bit behind the scenes, I ran into some major issues going into this season. The game kept crashing, and it took me quite a while to kind of figure out why it was crashing. I had to actually go up and kind of search the forums for the mod and figure out what was happening. I'll let you know. In the end, basically what happened was the Tyrrell drivers, which are in Formula 2, I believe. There's a little bit of a bug here that it was fixed, but it was fixed after I'd started my career mode, so it was kind of carried forward into my career mode save. So I had to kind of go into the save data files, transfer a Tyrrell driver away to kind of fix the game crashing, but it took like a long while for me to even just suss out that was the issue. I kind of, rebooted the game, verified the files, uninstalled the mod, reinstalled it a couple of times before I eventually found the kind of forum for the mod and kind of, rooted up and searched out the problem. That was the issue that quite a few people actually found when you play the Fantasy Fire mod. So it took a little bit of a while. That means I have run out of time today to kind of record this episode. So I'm sorry for that, but it does mean we're going to have a new episode sooner rather than later. So expect another episode for race number number 1 probably in like, 2 days time really. So you'd have to wait that long. You're not going to have to wait an entire week for race number 1, some racing action. So apologies for this, but you will get an episode pretty damn soon later on this week. So don't fret about that. But if you have enjoyed the look of our car and just the general vibes, then hit that like button again, and I will see you guys then for that one. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.